Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our NFL Week 8 preview between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Jets.
The Jets' offense is all about rhythm, pace, and execution, and they need all three to be in sync with one another in order for these guys to have success versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And you have to like the young quarterback Geno Smith being able to find that comfort level with his receiving core, and now you're starting to see a much better passing game from the Jets than what we saw from these guys earlier in the season. Defensively, the Bengals put pressure on your safeties and linebackers in coverage because of their usage of double tight end sets. So the biggest question coming into this ball game is who and how will they match up? Both safeties, DeJuan Landry and also Antonio Allen, will have to bring their A game, as well as those inside backers, Demario Davis and David Harris. Offensively, the Bengals did what they had to do last week versus a tough Lions ball club that, in my opinion, are a spitting image of themselves. This week versus the Jets, they'll face nonstop pressure as they would as if they were playing division rival Pittsburgh. So it's vital for these guys, Andy Dalton and that offensive line, to win pre-snap. Otherwise, they'll struggle to move the ball versus New York. Defensively, I look along that defensive line and I see a great job being done across the board on both ends of defense. Now, this week versus the Jets, the Bengals up front will have to play with controlled aggression, as the Jets' offensive line foundation is built on influence protection, so it's easy for a defensive lineman to get out of position unless you stay disciplined.
It's imperative for the Jets this week versus the Cincinnati Bengals, once they get from the 30-yard going in, to come away with touchdowns. They have to be able to score touchdowns versus a team like the Bengals that can't put up points in a hurry. And here's a play that I'm going to draw up. That's a great red zone play, or from the 30 yards going in type of play, to where you can get Geno Smith on the move and also put this cornerback and the free safety in a bind. I'm going to show you right what we have here. Bunch set, tight end on the backside. That's going to hold the strong safety, and he's essentially going to block in this play because you want to eliminate the threats from the corner and the strong safety and keep it all front side. Now, what we're going to do as the snap cadence and starting to wind down, you want to put this running back in motion. A short motion up, and you want to snap the ball. You don't want him to go all the way up to the line of scrimmage. You want to snap the ball right here. Why? Because he's running the speed out and you're sprinting out Geno Smith. He's dashing out to set up right here. You're going to give him a two-way go, a two-way option. You're going to high-low the corner, and you're also going to put the free safety in the bind. The guy at the top of the bunch I failed to mention was a tight end. His job is to make sure he blocks this defensive end, so that way you can combo protect the defensive tackle, and guys are protecting combo-wise, and the center is reading for anyone that's coming backside blitzing or front side blitzing. So now you have a naked sprint out front side. You also have the two inside and outside slot guys in the bunch. So your tight end is going to block the defensive end. Now, how can we get this guy in the bind? We already sent the flat route with the running back, so the cornerback now sees flat, and he's also going to see the corner route from the guy going on the inside. In my opinion, that should be Jeremy Curley, and you send Stephen Hill on the inside, hopefully trying to draw this free safety up, thus creating the opening for the flag route. Unless the corner is under here, then Geno Smith can get the football out of his hands quickly right there to the flat route. So this is why this is an excellent play, in my opinion, from the 30 yards going in. High lows the cornerback, you pull the free safety away, it gets Geno Smith on the move, and it's a great way to get the football in his hands of his playmakers quickly, where he can make a safe decision with the ball and in hopes to result into a touchdown or at least a first down and continue to move the chains for this Jets offense. I believe the Cincinnati Bengals have the personnel to be successful in the passing game this week versus the Jets' aggressive defense if they run the cross concept. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Simple concept, and it's all about keeping your strength on one side. You see A.J. Green on one side, as well as the rookie Tyler Eifert, as well as Gio Bernard in the passing game. Let's say this is third and medium, third and long, let's say third and 7 or 8. This is a great play to create a natural rub, and also a great way to get a first down or generate a big play out of the passing game. And on the front side, you have Jermaine Gresham and also Mohamed Sanu. So what we're going to do front side, we're going to send Gresham up, and he's running the out while Sanu is running your hitch. Built-in hot read right there. If the blitz is coming, you feel as though you can't attack weak side, then you want to get this football out of your hands quickly, hitting the hitch route, and you also still have the out going to Jermaine Gresham. But what you really want to do, this play is designed to attack the weaker side of the formation, to put this backer in the bind, to get him caught in the wash. Because what you do, you're going to have Tyler Eifert work up to entertain him, and he's running a crosser. So this is also your built-in hot read. Your crosser, the tight end going across the middle, get the football in his hands, he can make one miss and perhaps get the first down. You're swinging Gio Bernard out, almost like a tray route, we used to call it, where he's not running a full swing, he's drifting. Hopefully you can hit the football, you can get him the football right here, and he can make one miss, while AJ Green is running your straight curl route to get the first down. Stem up, cross. Now what you're trying to do in the passing game is try to create that natural rub route, and you can see where this backer will be in the bind here, because he can get caught up in the wash. Does he buzz completely underneath and create the natural rub? Is he going to get over here in time to catch Gio Bernard? Also, you have the cornerback decision. Will he get help from the free safety on this stick route? On this curl route, or will you have the free safety try to get over top and be that alley defender? A lot can happen on this crossing route, but it's all up to all up to Tyler Eifert to create that natural rub by working his way slowly and then break into the crosser. But this is a weak side play that could generate a big play in the passing game versus an over-aggressive defense. Again, let's say the tight end wants to come off the edge. Then you already know this football has to go to Gio Bernard, because now you have 1, 2, 3 on 2, and that's a great matchup for the Cincinnati Bengals. So like I said before, you can simplify for Andy Dalton. You can get the football out of his hands quickly into the hands of your playmakers, and that's how you can have success versus an aggressive blitzing defense in New York.
The X factor in this game for the Jets will be rookie guard Brian Winters. He has the tough task of going against Geno Atkins of the Cincinnati Bengals. He has to win that battle more often than not, so that way the Jets offense can stay on pace. The X factor for the Bengals will be getting Gio Bernard the football in the passing game. I think they can beat the blitz if they utilize him in the backfield on swing routes or flare routes. I think they can have a lot of success versus the Jets getting him matched up one-on-one with the linebacker. Now here are some coaching points for both teams in this ball game. For the Jets, they have to be able to win in the slot, and that's your wide receivers and your tight ends. They have to be able to make plays over the middle of the field and down the seam. And abandon the Wildcat. It does nothing for your offense. I don't even think you've gained yards when you run the Wildcat, so I would take it out of the offensive game plan altogether. And you want to make Andy Dalton find other targets, roll coverage toward AJ Green, take away his number 1 option, and force those other receiving targets to consistently make plays. And for the Bengals in this ballgame, the offense has to click early. If they can jump on the Jets very early in this ballgame and build an early lead, I don't believe the Jets have the offense that's capable of coming back. And you have to know your protection. That goes directly to Andy Dalton. Understand where your offensive line protection is, and that way you can protect yourself from the blitz. And I would banjo cover tight end Jeff Cumberland, who's quietly become Geno Smith's number 1 target. That's playing him inside out, doubling him, taking him away from Geno Smith and forcing him to go to the outside to those wide receivers. I like the Bengals in this ballgame. I think this one will be a defensive battle once again. I believe both defenses will show up, but if I can trust one offense to put points on the board, put touchdowns on the board, it will be Cincinnati. So I think they'll take care of business at home versus a very tough New York Jet football team. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Bengal fan forums and Jet fan forums for always showing football game plan support.